Have you ever tried to listen to what you say to yourself when you're about to communicate somewhere? Have you ever tried listening to your own thoughts? Have you ever tried listening to your own self talk before you have to communicate somewhere? Be it in a presentation, be it a presentation in a classroom, in a university, or in an office, be it a speech on a stage, be it just expressing your ideas in a meeting. Have you ever tried to listen to yourself, what I say to myself before I have to communicate? Have you ever tried it? If not, then I highly recommend you try this. Okay, I highly recommend you try this. The next time you have an opportunity, you have a presentation, you want to share your ideas, you have a speech, just stay aware. Okay, try to stay aware of your own thoughts. That what is it that is going on in my mind? Okay, but for now, let me tell you that if you're like me, okay, or if you're like most of the people worldwide, 90% of the population worldwide, I believe, think the same way before they have to communicate anywhere. Before they have to communicate in front of public, be in front of 2 people or 10 people or 100 people. Most of the people think this way. And these are the things which they think. Like, what if I forget? Oh, what if I blank out? What if no one listens to me? What if people start yawning? What if I embarrass myself? What if nobody gives me a round of applause? What if nobody gives me a standing ovation? What if I embarrass myself? Right? I should have prepared more properly. I didn't prepare that well. Why am I doing this? I shouldn't have raised my hand for this presentation. Or even worse, that person is looking so nice, the person who came just before me, he was or she was looking so nice and they were so confident, but I am not that confident. People are definitely going to laugh at me. These are the things which generally go in our mind before we have to communicate anywhere. And let me tell you that this negative self talk really gets into your way of communicating confidently. Let me tell you, if these are your thoughts before you have to communicate anywhere, then the chances of you communicating effectively are very slim. Okay, they are very slim. Because if you're continuously thinking that, what if this, what if that, what if I forget, what if I fail, what if I fumble, what if I blank out? Trust me, the chances of you going blank out will increase. Okay, because this is what you are telling your brain again and again and again. So this negative self-talk has to stop if you want to communicate confidently. Make this your mantra that this negative self-talk has to stop, right? Because it comes in your way of communicating confidently. Now, if you're thinking that Shilpa, okay, yes, I get it, and I admit it. Okay, I admit it that whenever I have to speak anywhere, okay, whenever I have to speak in a meeting, in a presentation, or on a stage, this is my self-talk. I think all of these things which you have just said, that what if this, what if that, I admit. Okay, if you're thinking this way, that I admit it. But how do I overcome it? Tell me, how do I overcome it? I'm not just able to think any other thing. Then let me tell you that you have been training your mind with this negative self-talk for so many years now. I don't know, from last 10 years, 20 years, 5 years, 30 years, you have been telling yourself all these negative things whenever you are about to communicate, right? Now what you have to do is that whenever you are about to communicate, try doing the exact opposite. Do positive self affirmations. Okay, now I tell this one trick to literally every student I have and I had in past. From last 9 years, this activity has remained constant. I have always guided my students to do this particular activity which I am about to tell you. Please make sure that you do self affirmations. Write down positive self affirmations for yourself. This is the only way you're going to break that loop which is there from last, I don't know how many years for you. This is the only way. So, what you can do is, before a presentation, before like you know that I have a speech coming up, I have a presentation coming up, and there are 5 days, 7 days before that presentation, make sure you start doing positive self affirmations for yourself. Take a notebook and pen and start writing. For example, what you can write. You don't have to write anything fancy, okay? You don't have to write any proper words, or you don't have to Google words, what should I write? Simply take whatever comes, whatever negative thing comes to your mind and convert it into positive. For example, your brain says again and again that I'm a shy introvert person, I'm a shy introvert person. Convert it into I'm a very confident person. Okay? For example, what if I forget? What if I forget? What if I forget? Convert it into I know I am good at what I do and I bring a lot of value. Simple things. Whatever positive, whatever negative is going into your mind, just convert it into positive and write it down. Let me share with you a few things that I personally write, and I used to write them a lot. I'm a confident person, I'm a confident communicator. People love listening to me. I bring a lot of value to the table. I am the best at what I do. And all these things have helped me over the years a lot. And you can also say these things if you want to. You can just simply say these things if you do not want to write. But I will highly recommend, if you're a person who has low self-confidence and if you feel that you're a shy and introvert kind of a person, then I would recommend you start writing them. Okay, start writing them. And also, honestly, even if you do not have a presentation coming up, you can still try this. Even if you do not have a public speaking event coming up, you can still do this. It will make you a better communicator. It will make you a more confident person, right? So just write your affirmations down. Anything you want to write about yourself, anything you want to retrain your mind on, just start writing it, right? Another thing which a lot of people do, and which I personally do as well, is writing post-it slips, right? So I do affirmation writing from last 9 years. I don't do it every single day, but I do it like occasionally, few times in a week. I do it, right? But the new thing which I have added in my activities from last 1 year is post-it slips. So in my office, I have post-it slips everywhere where I've written some good affirmations for myself. I like to show you. I have this, yeah, this one. Let me show you. For example, see if you can read it. It's written, Shilpa, you're doing great. So the same way you can also try this. Just have post-it slips, okay? Write your affirmations there and post it in front of you. In your house, on your laptop, wherever it is accessible for you. I'm sure it is not accessible in your office, but wherever it is accessible to you. Maybe on your cupboards, anywhere, wherever it is possible, have your post-it slips, write down your affirmations, and make sure whenever you see them, read them out loud. So for example, whenever I come to this office, I see it, first I feel very nice, and second I say it out loud, it makes me feel even more better, right? Another thing which I have written down here is this one. I would like to show you. So this is another thing which I've written for myself, which is success is certain for me. It's beautiful, right? Because most of the time we are always thinking, what if I fail? What if this happens? What if that happens? This is the constant thought which goes in my mind. So I have just converted it into a positive thought, which is this: success is certain for me. So I would highly, highly recommend and advise you do the same thing. Either write your affirmations down every single day for the next 4 weeks to have that boost of confidence, or have post-it slips and paste it somewhere. Or another thing which you can do is have reminders on your phone. For example, you have a presentation tomorrow or in a few days. Have a reminder set on your phone just 5-10 minutes before your presentation time, which will give you your mantra, like this one, that success is certain for you. Trust me, all these things helps you get yourself back on track. All these things will help you become more confident, and all these things will help you have a better communication, right? So try this for the next 4 weeks. Just try this for the next 4 weeks. Experiment it. Do not trust me blindly, okay? Do not trust me blindly. Experiment this. I always tell people, experiment it before you reject it, okay? For next 4 weeks, write your affirmations, write 5 things, 10 things that you want to have in yourself, and write it in present tense. You will see big changes in your personality. You will see an amazing confidence boost in yourself. Okay, and once you do it, once you get the results, make sure you come back here and tell me that it has worked for you, because it certainly is going to work. And last but not the least, this is something again I tell to all my students all the time, that is, we are overloaded with information today. Yeah, are we not? Are we not? Tell me. Like, there are hundreds and thousands of videos on YouTube, there's so much content on Google. We are overloaded with information today, so information is never going to get you transformation. Trust me on this. If you have watched this video and if you have liked it and you have felt that, okay, yes, I'll do it, but you do not take any actions on it, then nothing is going to change. So I would highly recommend you that information is not going to change anything, execution is going to change. So if you have watched this video, make sure you start doing your affirmations and see the magic happening for yourself. All right, with that being said, that was it for the video. If you have liked the video, please make sure you hit that like button. It gives me a lot of boost in making more content for you. And if you have any questions related to communication and confidence, you can write that in the comment section. Or if you have any other like takeaway feedback which you want to share with me, if you're liking the content that I'm sharing, do write that as well in the comment section and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.